Alright, what is up? It's been a long time since I've posted a video. It's because the crap PC laptop that I had would not handle me recording and playing Magic, and so I bought Windows for my Mac. And we were looking at this. Whenever a player draws a card, is one damage that player. I think it's pretty good. Ping your opponent every turn with a Hill Giant in play is pretty good. The problem is, we have a Drown in Sorrow. By the way, this is Born of the Gods. My name's Chad. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Just make sure you call me for dinner. Also, DJ Samp somewhere. My username is somewhere. And this is a 4-3-2 draft. I haven't played Fate Unraveler yet, and it seems pretty good. Although we are passing a Drown in Sorrow, it kind of sucks. But we are taking the rare here, so it may not necessarily put my opponent on like that. We definitely are playing black, but I want to try this card out. Hill Giants are good. Hill Giants with bigger booties, and that ping your opponent every time they draw a card is kind of cool. What does this guy do? Whenever you cast a spell, targets you may pay X. That thing's kind of bad. Can't be blocked. That's pretty decent. If we're gonna keep with black, this is pretty good. What I like about this card is it like all the untap dudes that untap and ping your opponent or drain your opponent for one. This works great with. It seems decent, and it also survives that Drown in Sorrow that we passed. What else could we pick here? That's cool. It's more of an aggressive deck. This is good, but it also goes here with this guy. I think I'm just gonna stay on color. Just take the control-y kind of card. I haven't drafted a control deck in a while. Ooh, I like that. I also like this. This card's really sweet. And black-white is okay. There's not a lot of removal. I mean, the removal in white is kind of expensive, and obviously there's removal in black, but Asphyxiate is not really that good of a card. Sip a Hemlock you can get in the next two packs. That's whatever. This card I've kind of been just okay with. Like usually it's like a 5-mana draw 2 for the most part, and I really like this card a lot. A 5/5 flyer is good, and 2 1/1 and a 3/3 flyer for 5 is good too. This guy works well with him, but this card's just really good. I'm just gonna take this. What do we got here? I like Loyal Pegasus. It doesn't seem like this is a too much of an aggressive deck. Here is our Drain guy that goes well here. I've just not been impressed with Asphyxiate. It usually always you have to basically play this the turn that they play a creature, or you never get to play it on the creature that just came out. Like it comes out and then he attacks and then you draw Asphyxiate and you're like, oh, I'll never get to kill that creature. That said, I don't know how much better this is. I kind of like it though, since we have this guy. Kind of combos well. I want to take this guy. That might be a bad whatever play, but it's okay too. You could put it on this dude, but let's see. Dawn to Dusk isn't the worst, especially a guy like this that you want to bring back. And then we might pick up some other guys later. It's another double white card, which I'm not a big fan of, and I like the fact that you can choose to do one or both. It's not you have to do both, meaning you have to have 2 targets. Crypsis is okay, and Deepwater Hypnotist is cool too, because again you want 2 drops in this format. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea of getting a card that could potentially be way powerful in this deck. Like right now it only gets 1 card, but it also removes one of their cards. In certain matchups it could be really good. Okay, here we kind of swing and miss. I guess we take Way to the Underworld as it is a removal spell. I just don't see taking that. Hold a Bay is like, ugh. Sphinx Disciple's good. Might mean that blue's open, but it's not like a strong blue signal. I'm just gonna take Weight. We got 4 creatures. Oh gosh, That card is really good. So if we don't play white, we've passed a lot of blue. We could take Marshmist Titan, which isn't the worst. There's Divination 2 and this guy. This is a tough pick. I like Divination, I like drawing cards, but we'll see some Read the Bones probably next pack. I'm just gonna take this guy. He's probably the strongest card. Ooh. That could be good. Oh, there's a Nullify too. That's a pretty late Nullify. We might just get out of white, although white's probably got our strongest card. I don't know. This is probably our strongest card. I don't want to take another weight of the Underworld, and there's nothing else. I'm not going to play this. We could take that. Exile tap creature. It's a sorcery speed. I'm just going to take Nullify here. I like it better. And I'm going to follow it up with another Nullify, and I guess we're just kind of gonna... Oh, and a Deepwater Hypnotist to go with our tapper there. That's good too, but you have to remember these are removal spells as well. This is pretty tough. There's a lot of X1s in this format. This being one of them. But we do have a couple creatures that could benefit from this. It's pretty bad, but I think it's better than Eye Gouge. Double blue means this is going to be kind of expensive. But we also don't have a lot of blue on board. I want to take this guy, I think. Oh, there's another one. So, what does this do? Oh, there we go. We got the mill deck going. So, not the best start. At least our first pick is still being played. We definitely don't want that. We'll keep white open for now. This is more of a sideboard card, but it looks like with 2 nullifies, the card is very strong. Oh, well, that is probably what we're going to pick, as we are in black. Nimbus Naiad's good, but it won't come back around. Ordeal of Thassa won't come back around. What does this guy do again? Yeah, that's pretty strong. That guy will be gone. So take this one. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might get this Minotaur back, but who cares? We got a removal spell. A really good one at that. And some really good white cards. Getting the Hero's Downfall makes me like still more open to things like Wingsteed Rider, but we don't really have anything for stuff like this to equip onto them right now. So Lightning Strike, I'm not going in there. Emissary is a very strong card too. I like Emissary a lot. This is kind of like an Emissary in a weird kind of way. I think just Blood Toil Harpy is the pick here though. It may not be. Let's see, if I play blue, Omen Speaker's good. Omen Speaker's good as it is a 2-drop. But that's a flyer. That's a tough call there. I'm gonna take the Wingsteed Rider just in case we start seeing a bunch of white stuff. Dark Betrayal. Okay, yeah, that probably was a bad pick. Because we could take a Traveling Philosopher, but I just don't think it's as good as having 2 Nullifies and a Nyxborn Triton. Wingsteed Rider was maybe a little ambitious to grab, but I'm going to take the Psychic Intrusion because I have never played it, and I've seen a lot of people play it to much success. Aqueous Form, I would hope would come back around. It would be kind of cool to get some unblockable dudes. But we also need to grab some creatures too. But we're just going to take this and just kind of go for that. Sealog Monster, hey. I think we just need 2 drops. I mean, this guy's not the worst, but I guess he replaces this guy. Yeah, we can get more steeds. There's an annul. Extras gain Intimidate and Haste and a turn extra dose of black. That's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and hide the white. Unfortunately, I think it's just better for us to be in black and blue. A lot better. It's more of a control build. So with a control build, probably this Death Touch guy. I like this guy. He's pretty cool, but I like the playability of that guy, flexibility of that guy. Nothing here except for that, really. There's really nothing for us. I could take a null. I'll probably play it before I take that. So I'm gonna take a null, as it is another like counter spell-ish thing. Boon of Erebos is probably something we would play. I'm just looking at this Guardian. He's great because he's, you know, a big fat blocker. It gets us to like our dudes here and our more kill spells and things. I want to go ahead and hide these. And he's kind of neutral as he's not any color. And we've already got some decent removal with nullifies and heroes downfalls. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Guardian here just to kind of gum the ground up a little bit. Okay, Blood Toil Harpy is... what did we take over that earlier? I think we took the Wingsteed Rider, that's right. So, wasn't too bad as we get one back here. Aqueous Form, I'd like to pick at least one up, but really we don't have any, like, targeting dudes, and hero guys anyway. And like I thought, the Minotaur came back. So did the Coastline Chimera, but if I'm going to play this Marshmith Titan, which I just might, I probably want to just get more black. And that flyer's good, but he's not the greatest. Especially since we can't activate his ability either. This is pretty good. This works kind of cool with the Deepwater Hypnotist and this guy. I mean, I know it's not the most broken of combos, but it still works. It's something. Didn't catch him off guard. We probably won't play it if we can help it, but ooh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'll play that for sure. Oh, and then we got an Aqueous Form. Pretty cool. This card's a little underrated, I think. What do we got? Well, you know what? Half our creatures, they want to tap half our creatures is fine, so we'll just take the Ox. I think at least one Aqueous Form, even if you don't have like a heroic theme, I think is really good. It's just like a free scry ability, really. And damage, obviously. I mean, if you can put it on something that's decent, or put it on something that's not decent, but you know, you toss it on this dude, and basically it's like, you know, scry 1, drain for 1, which is pretty. Ooh, well. Then we open Master of Waves in our colors. I'm glad we decided to move into blue. With that said, there's a ton of... I could just take this pack right here and basically finish my deck. There's a Vaporkin, an Omen Speaker, a Triton Fortune Hunter to go with our Aqueous Form, Erebos' Emissary, and a Rescue from the Underworld. I could take this pack... Oh, and don't forget the Baleful Eidolon. Yeah, I could take this pack and be done. Creature token, let's see. Creature token on the battlefield equal to Devotion of Blue. So yeah, so our Devotion of Blue won't be the greatest. But I'm not passing up the Mythic, as it's probably worth something since it is playable and it is a standard playable right now, and you could probably get more than what it's going to be worth in a few months. And we'll just try to, you know, grab some more blue. Temple of Silence isn't the worst, as we do have... Well, we have double white, so it's actually not the best. But looking at the rest of this pack, yeah, I'll take a... I'm not playing 2 Breaching Hippocamp, so I'm taking the Temple of Silence as just a scry effect, and you know, maybe we splash it. Wow. Yeah, moving into blue was good, and we have a Griptide. Holy smokes! Another pack I could probably just take and live with. You know, playing these 2 and another Guardian and a Traveler's Amulet maybe or something. I don't know. Now we gotta make a decision here. Griptide is really good. It's not that good against us, as we don't have a lot of things that, like, you know, that, I mean, obviously it slows any deck down, but we don't have a lot of enchantments. So it may be better just to take this, but then it kind of puts us more vulnerable to a Griptide. So I'm not really sure what to do here. We have 2 nullifies. This card is really strong. This with an Aqueous Form on it is really good. I'm gonna take the Hill Giant that draws you cards. That I can see going either way with that, and I'm just kind of hoping, since this is an uncommon, that was the right pick as far as like. It also adds to our Master of Waves Devotion. And so I'm just hoping that maybe I can see another Griptide. Probably not, but I don't know. I just like having creatures. This is a creature-heavy format. I don't like the fact that they can bounce it. I don't think I want 2 Guardians here. I definitely don't want a second Annul. Probably just take this guy, as it'll, the Intimidate factor will come into play in quite a few matches, but there's nothing else I'm going to play here, so. Faber's Kiss, I don't need that. I think I thought I got a whatever. No, I didn't actually. I think it kills Cyclops, but I'm gonna take the Omen Speaker here. It just helps us. It's a good 2-drop. It helps us get to our guys. Another Sealock monster. I don't really want 2 of them, but none of these other cards are that great. I mean, I guess I could take this guy, but ugh. Well, maybe if I just cut the Titan, and that adds double blue to our Masters of Waves. Let's get more blue heavy, and that leaves us with just 1 double black card that you don't want to really play on 3 anyway. Yeah. Yeah, and then we can copy this guy with this. I think that works. Whenever you cast a spell that targets, you may have him copy a creature, and this is when it comes into play. Enters the battlefield. Yeah, so he's pretty good, but let's see, we can. That targets. That targets. That targets. That targets. I don't really have. I kind of like just the. This is so iffy, and it's 1/1 for 2. I'm just gonna take the Omen Speaker. We just want to get to our, our big dudes. What is this? Lifelink. That's another great 2-drop. Man, like the combat tricks and all that are great, but I think I just want to get to, I just want to be able to gum the ground up and get to these like really awesome cards. Let me hide this. Because we gotta make some cuts here, and so I'll cut a Guardians maybe for this guy. I just don't see myself playing that. I don't see myself being that aggressive with a deck. Kind of grind him out and play a Sealock monster or whatever. Wow, this is tough. So basically, this thing interacts really well with that. Well, I guess when it leaves play, it kills all my elementals, so it doesn't like remake the elementals. But you can do some cool tricks like block with your elementals to chump, and then or whatever, and then flash them back in or something. But I think I'm just gonna take another Death Touch, dude, because that's really strong. Yeah, that's really good against us, and someone will play. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play another Hippogriff. And I don't want to play this guy, and that guy's stupid, so I'm just going to take that because I don't want to get blown up by a stupid card. It's horrible. Let's take another. It's not the word. Land or artifact. Yeah, let's take the Ox as it gets in our way. Oh, that's cool. That's a great sideboard card. As it, the X1 or -1/-1 isn't one. Ugh, -1/-1 isn't like the greatest part of the ability, but them not being able to do their ability is pretty cool. So if we draw, let's say this is the maybe pile. This is the definitely not pile. Okay. Let's see. Let's get all the. This is maybe. We'll say maybe on this. I think 2 of these is fine. A 5/5 for 5 is really good, especially if you're heavy blue. This is sideboard type stuff. Probably play all this. This is maybe stuff. And no, it's not. Although in a control type situation where you like end a turn do stuff, like if you kind of want to leave blockers back, one of these might not be the worst. You just kind of leave your blockers back, and then like end a turn, whatever, pop them for 2, then you can leave like nullify mana open and stuff like that. But we'll see. Yep. He's a maybe. That's for sure. It's actually a maybe. I definitely don't want to play that guy. And I want to play Psychic Intrusion because I think it's going to be fun. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Decent curve. A lot of 2-drops. And a lot of them creatures. I do not mind at all playing this guy on turn 2. This guy's really good. So cards that I might want to play here. I might want to play an Aqueous Form. What? Yeah, that makes that guy good. Makes that guy better. Makes that guy... I got a lot of creatures that benefit from being able to get through tapped. Basically, just add to their ability, like this guy. Basically, scry 1, hit him for 2, including the 1 damage he does, and then you gain a life. Is pretty decent. So I think I definitely want to have one Aqueous for him. I don't know if I want this or not. I guess it catches something that I missed. That I was tapped out for Nullify with. But Hero's Downfall does that. The fact it hits Planeswalkers is sweet. It's going to go in my EDH deck. No, a Null is definitely a sideboard card. This guy's a maybe card too. I definitely like him better than this. How many instants or sorceries do I have? 2 Nullifies, a Downfall. This thing. So not very many. I'm not going to scry a lot, but we've already got 5-drops. I mean, they're going to be 8/8s. That's the whole point, is to get this. Maybe I'd play one of those and one of these as my 5-drops. It doesn't lower my devotion to blue at all. Just gives me some variety. And yeah, I think 2 of these might be a little much. I do like that guy too. Let's see. None of these I want to play. The Marsh Mist Titan is just whatever, especially as we're trying to play heavier blue. And I guess like I could bring this in if I really need more removal. That's pretty sweet. I think the land for sure. 17 creatures is a lot. So maybe I just go ahead and play this as it kind of fits in the higher end of our curve. Gets rid of something, or at least just slows something down. And, get something late game that I'm out of nullifies, or I'm having to tap out and I miss something with a nullify. Yeah, I think this looks good. I mean, this guy's not the greatest, but you get a couple Omen Speakers to draw into him, and then you got 3 2/1s plus him. It's in the red matchup. It's ridiculous. Oh, Temple of Silence. Do I want to play Temple of Silence? I mean, I like the idea of it, that it does provide it's basically a swamp that comes into play tapped that scries 1. So yeah, I guess it's fine. So let's look at our stats. Stats 16, 12. Good. That's good. So add land. What does it suggest? 9, 7. It's really a 9, 8. I only have 1 double black, and I really want blue early. I think I want to go 10, 7. Essentially, this is kind of like, I don't want to draw this and like an island as my only land on the first hand. I'd rather draw 2 islands and then just like, have a nullify up and have this for my 3rd land, and basically lose a 3-drop. Have to play a 3-drop on turn 4 in order to be able to nullify a creature or a enchantment creature or whatever. This looks pretty good. I like this. I hope I get to play this card. It's one I've seen played a lot, and usually by the time I see one in a draft, I'm either one or the other of these colors, but not both. And so it looked like the switch over to blue paid off pretty well, especially when you open a money rare. I mean, we could have had this guy, which is definitely good, but we've got some good finishers, and I think the 2 nullifies are really going to do well. Someone got that grip tied, obviously, so we're going to have to be wary of that. But yeah, so we will see you in round 1.